from the mayor's office, and we provided you earlier with an opening statement, so we hope you had a chance to take a look at that. We'll give you 15 minutes to do a presentation. We have a timekeeper here in the back, and she will give you the signs for the 3, 2, 1 time. So the floor is yours.
Okay. First off, my name is Eric Ruffin. I'm the CFO at the Nashville Business Incubation Center. The first topic that we want to discuss is the brief description of your organization. We're based here in Nashville, the Nashville Business Incubation Center. We provide management technical assistance to small businesses. Our sweet spot is that we set businesses up to be successful, both in the commercial world and also in the federal arena as well. How we do that is that we build capacity by making sure that they have the skill sets to be successful in the long run. The way we build capacity is by making sure that, hey, we're bringing in different presenters and also skilled professionals that can provide that skill set so they can grow. Different things like policies and procedures, we help them implement. Their accounting system, we help them implement so we can teach managers and employment leaders on how to build their capacity and understand their financial background and so forth. Also, different things like federal market research, how they understand the federal process. Also teaching them that diversifying their revenue is extremely important so that they know how to not only depend on one stream of revenue, but also be able to market other streams of revenue as well. Our past success is that we've had many companies come through the Nashville Business Incubation Center, similar to like the Grill Cheesery, Zycron, Christie Cookie Company. All of them have been part of our program and been very successful on down the road. Zycron is one of the companies that sold their company 2 years ago for $20 million, and they graduated from our program. Grill Cheesery came through our company, started off with 2 people. Now they're up to 40 people and doing over $3 million in revenue. Other businesses similar to that, Slim and Huskies, they started off as another company, GT Services, a moving company, and they're also doing the logistics, but they're also still doing their food business as well, but they came through our program. So we have very good success with starting off with companies that had very little revenue and very little past performance and experience, and teaching them how to build those essential key pieces to be successful in the long run. It's extremely important that we build this just because we want to make sure that we give back to our community with minority and women businesses. And so we know that there are a lot of times that they're usually set up to fail, or they fail on a high basis. So we want to make sure that we build those skill sets so they can be successful in the long run. Another question that you all that we want to talk about is the project in general. How our project will pretty much benefit the metro area and Metro Nashville. We plan to not only, we know that the Equity Business Opportunity is a new program that you all are planning to implement July 5th of 2019, and that is going to set up where you all are trying to make sure that we have race and gender conscious subcontracting goals, and also want to make sure that you're unbundling solicitations so small business can bid on those particular opportunities. By doing that, we have to make sure that small businesses are prepared and have the skill sets to be successful when those things happen. And so our program is a two-tier program where we're going to have 2 different industries that we're servicing, the professional service industry and also the construction industry, because we know that there are 2 different unique factors, so different skill sets required for different industries. So with that, we have 2 different programs up under the professional service and construction program. One is called the Emerging Contractors, where we'll be providing the workshops and the different professional people coming in, presenting on different things like federal market research, HR policies and procedures, payroll processes, accounting and implementation, estimating and bidding, and different things of that nature. We've learned that over the years that all of these things tie together because you have to, if you win a contract, you have to know that, hey, once you win this contract, how do you account for these federal dollars? Because we know it's regulations that require the federal acquisition regulation that they have to adhere to when it pertains to accounting and so forth. So we teach them how to bid and estimate on contracts, how to know their costs, understand their costs, and control their costs, which is extremely important. A lot of these companies are coming out of where they're usually the technical person and they're not being the CEO. So we teach them, hey, you got to learn how to run your business rather than doing the day-to-day work. So we teach them how to build those skill sets up so they can be successful in the long run. Over the past 4 years, we've been working with the Metro Nashville Airport Authority, where we've been doing a similar program where we've been helping small businesses be ready to bid on airport contracts. And we have a similar program with them, and it's been very successful, where we have graduates for the past 2 years where they've been very successful after the program. They first start off in a program where we teach them about different workshops, and we present to them in different workshops and different skill sets, and then they, based on their participation and different things of that nature, they then graduate into doing more one-on-one consulting, where we actually get with professionals and teach them, or tell the professionals actually help them with different things like proposal writing and accounting and HR, payroll, whatever it might be, whatever a small business needs. We pretty much have the skill sets in-house, or we can have strategic partners out there that can assist us as well. One of our main key points with this is that we're going to make sure that we're partnering with the Nashville Black Chamber of Commerce, Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, the Nashville LGBT Chamber, the Nashville chapter of the National Association of Women Business Owners, and also the Metro Business Assistance Office. All of those going to play an integral part that make sure that we're bringing in the right people to the need assistance, and then make sure that they're matriculating down our path to be successful in the long run. And also, the last point that we, the impact that we're planning for this particular program is that we know that the ultimate goal is to make sure that we have businesses ready to be successful and to be able to bid on contracts with the metro area. So we have, our success rate has been very tremendous in the past. Certain companies, I don't know if you heard of, like Archangel Protective Services. That's one company that started off with just a husband and wife, and they graduated from our program about 3 years ago, and now they have 150 employees and doing over $6 million in revenue. We help them from developing policies and procedures, getting their accounting system set up properly, teaching them how to estimate and bid on particular contracts. Also teaching them about a bid, no bid decision, which way sometimes your best bid is a no bid. So we're teaching them different things of that nature and making sure that they have all the skill sets in place to be successful in the long run. And a lot of times that's very important, because they come back and be mentors to a lot of the people that's coming into the program. So having a high success rate of people graduating, and then them coming back and being mentors in this program, also maybe teaching about different lessons learned and things of that nature has been a very good success for us as well. But we're asking for $300,000 for this program. We're hoping that it can be a 2-year program. The reason being is that usually it takes us 12 to 24 months to really see success, because they have to go through each process for us to really understand where they are, make good assessments of where they need to be, and then follow them along the path and make sure that we're holding their hand and making sure that they're reaping the benefits of the program. As I stated before, the Archangel was one of our major, also Catering was another company that started in our program. That was a major success for us as well. Brenda that's a woman-owned company, and they a catering company, and they started off with just one employee. Now they have up to 40 employees as well. They're doing over $4 million in revenue, and they've been giving back to our program as well by being a mentor and teaching other companies about lessons learned and things of that nature. But we think that this program will be very beneficial to the city. Not only will it help small business, but it also will get everybody prepared to make sure that we have the small businesses in place to be able to bid on federal contracts, be able to bid on state and local government federal contracts, and have the skill sets and the things needed to be successful in the long run. One other thing that we would love to mention is that the program will be set up in two parts. We discussed that. I discussed that briefly, but we plan to have one that's the Emerging Contractors program, and then the other one that's going to be the Accelerate program. The Emerging Contractors, as I stated before, I didn't go in a lot of detail. It will probably have about 25 people that will be part of that program over a year. There'll be a 6-month transition within that program where we'll teach them about different things about business for those 6 months, and then based on their participation and so forth, then they can matriculate to the Accelerate program, where that's where we'll be providing more one-on-one assistance to them in the different areas that we see that they need based on our assessment that we do. But as we stated before, this has been a success in the past, and we've had businesses grow from only having $100,000 in a year in revenue and growing on up to $10 million in revenue. So we think that it will definitely impact the city by making sure that we have jobs. It create jobs, additional revenue for the company, and then also making sure that we're giving back and hiring women and minorities and different things of that nature. So we really think that this program will be a success in all the endeavors to support the metro businesses.
Okay, so the 300,000.
Yes.
What would you use that for exactly?
So the 300,000 will be based. We have a budget pretty much laid out, but it would be for personnel. To be for some travel, no resources, and so things of that nature. But the bulk of it would be personnel and having the consultants and different things of that nature to come in and deliver the service to the small businesses.
Okay, then I got one more.
Okay.
That's where it's just real quick. You mentioned that you wanted a 2-year commitment. So you're asking for two $300,000 amounts, is that correct?
Yeah, so the first year would be 300, yes.
And then after that, you're believing that the program becomes self-sustainable
Should
after
be.
the second year?
We would think so, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
But we would always love to have commitments.
Just asking a question. Just asking a question. Okay.
What's your annual operating budget?
Right now, we're about at 800,000.
Why did you select bidding on public contracts as your kind of sweet spot?
Because we see that a lot of clients have trouble with collections when it comes to commercial clients, and we know that the federal government and the state they pay a little bit more frequently than between 15 and 30 days. So just having that diversified revenue helps them diversify and make sure that they're not dependent on one area of income all the time.
The process for identifying businesses that come through your center, is that through your partnerships with the other chambers?
It is that, and then we do outreach as well, because we have so many different relationships with agencies and banking, and we also have a revolving line of credit also that we're able to provide to small business when they can't get a line of credit from a business. We also have that in-house that we can provide to them as well.
How many employees do you have?
Right now we have 3 employees total, but we bring them on based on a lot of things we outsource to our consultants based on our strategic relationships.
And all the small businesses are housed in Davidson County,
Yes, they
County
are.
businesses.
You said 20 businesses last year, is that right?
20 total. If we want to talk about just one-on-one, yes, but when we do the different groups, I mean, we're up in the hundreds and so forth, because we do a lot of workshops and things of that nature, but ones that we just service and say we're in the 20 to 30 range.
How old is your organization?
30 years.
You're looking to bring in 25 more businesses.
Correct.
To this, okay.
Is there an application process? How probably got 10 seconds, she said we're out of time.
Yes, it's the application process, meaning that they come in and they fill out an application so we can get an assessment and determine what they need, yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.